up, buddy? Prometheus, what's up, big guy? What's up? You keeping it real, buddy? Yeah? Alright. Nam. Scott, have you tried Nam? Scott, when are you going to try Nam? Scott, do a video about Nam. Do a neural ant model. What do you think about neural ant model, Scott? Blah, 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 blah. It's like I couldn't escape this last year, but here we are. Finally, you get your video about neural ant modeler, but it's actually not about the neural ant modeler. It's about the Guilherme Miranda preset pack on sale at LoudStakk that you can get. I was talking with Ron, who is behind LoudStakk. Ron is a great friend of the channel. We've been friends 6, 7 years, long time. In fact, I was one of the first channels to do his version 1 of Cult Drums when it was a contact instrument, long time ago. And Ron was like, "Hey, dude, you want to check out these guitar tones? I think they'll be right up your alley here. It's by Guilherme, Entombed A.D, Dave, the Swedish chainsaw with some more old school type tones." I was like, "Yeah, send them over. I'll have a look." And really like it. So thanks to Ron for sponsoring this video, and to Guilherme for making kick-ass awesome NAMM presets, which I think is really the nuts and bolts of this entire video. Like, NAMM is what it is. You guys can have your own opinion about that, but I think as a platform, NAMM is really going to allow artists to shine, being that they can create their vision in terms of tone and sound, and allow you, to purchase their presets, which I think is fantastic. Because, hey, maybe you just got home from work laying concrete all day and you want to write a song, and who cares? You don't want to spend time doing a guitar tone. You just want a great guitar tone from the beginning, and Neural Ant Modeler will help you with that. Let's go ahead. This is literally the very first selection. Let me put this up here. Very first selection, very first IR. And that's pretty much exactly what it says on the tin, what you would get. And it's a great guitar tone. Now, one thing I want to mention in the demo song that you heard is I used different combinations to really layer and get a fat guitar tone. I'll show you what I did, but I did not touch any of these settings up here. In my opinion, I really wanted to test the validity of the presets themselves. Like, do I have to do anything to these presets in order for them to sound good in the mix? And the answer was no. They really sounded fantastic. I believe this is what I did for the quote-unquote clean guitar tone in that track. I'm just playing in standard E, guys, with my NJ version here. So right off the gate here, this is a killer rhythm guitar tone. Lots of note clarity. You can actually hear everything that you're playing. It's a fantastic starting rhythm guitar tone. Now, yeah, there's 24 different IRs here, and they all have really unique character. So if you've been either a guitar tone master or you took my very quick, extensive 1-hour guitar training course, you want to find the IR that you want to work with, right? So if you hit a chord, the first thing that I would suggest that you do is you just kind of, any profile here would probably be okay, but get like a standard rhythm guitar profile that has like note clarity and it's pretty clean, as it were, and then try to find an IR that you like, because there's so many different IR styles and tonal options here. And this is precisely what I did when I was looking for a guitar tone to record my song. I really, like I said, I did not want to mess with the tone stack at all. Didn't want to touch it. So I really went through the IR list to find something that I really liked. And if I remember correctly, I think I ended up with just the Marshall 57 is what I ended up doing. Just because it had a good balance between the low and the high presence that I generally like, and it just sounded really tight and really good. And the red Warlock that I played the song on was in C sharp, and it just was really chugging. Now let's go through a couple more here. It's just absolutely blown out. It sounds so evil and dark. Good old Heineken, sorry. Also really good guitar tone. Oh man. That's awesome. So the way that like I said, the way that I used this particular preset pack was I found a really good clean guitar tone, as it were. Like I said, I believe I used the Daith Rhythm 3 with this particular IR. And then obviously I wanted to go for sweet, straight. English is just a language that's escaping me today. I wanted to go straight Swedish. So I pretty much went down the Swedeth here. And then I looked for an IR that was equally as shitty sounding. But I'll actually demonstrate how I did this. So let's go ahead and just duplicate the track real quick. I'll call this like a clean rhythm, and then like a Swedish rhythm. Nice. So that's what I did. Let's turn this one off and come back up to here. And I know I set it to this one. Let's just try a different one, see what happens. And let's find one, because what we're going to do is, the way that I really recommend to use it is find a nice clean tone and then like a really shitty sounding one, blend them together. That works for me. Let's just record something really quick. Something super simple to eat, easy to play. Alright, I know that's like the epitome of songwriting there, guys, but I'm just trying to get something that I could play right now and not have to practice. And then we'll do Swedeth, and let's look for a different IR real quick on this one. That sounds so sick. I think I might stay with this one just because it's so mid-grunt forward, because we have kind of the high presence already with the Mars 57. So let's do this riff again, if I remember how to play it. I didn't even play it correct, but here we go. Now, at this point, what you would want to do is you would want to find the balance between the two of them. And in this case, I would bring in the Swedish guitar tone into the more clean one. And that's how I would suggest to use this preset pack, because you can really create full-bodied, thick guitar tones that have a good character quality to them, so you know you can hear what you're playing on the fretboard, but also just fat and dirty and thick, so you have the body. and the fatness that usually is what you're going for. A couple things that I really would want to note here. When you're playing with the Swedish one, for example, if you play a lot of music, for example, that has big fat chords, these guitar tones are going to be exactly what you're looking for. Let me show you what I mean. So big chords, right? Like even power chords. Once you start inverting, for example, or stacking even more. Once you get those big, like full 6-note chords going in there, like the higher strings will really marble up that Swedish sound. That chainsaw will really start coming out, and that's a fantastic quality to have. You know, chainsaw is good saw, Swedish is good meatballs. So there's really not much else to say. I think the preset pack is very well made. Go on the store page. There's a crap load of combinations that Guilherme just goes ahead and writes down for you, like as starting points for things to try. And I really got to say, Neural Amp Modeler, it's only as good as the preset. And in this particular case, the preset is fantastic. It'll get you exactly what you want if you're looking for those more late 90s chainsaw tones or late 90s thrash type of style. And you got to take a note from Guilherme. I'm trying to say the name right. I'm sorry about the Portuguese. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments how bad I'm butchering it. But I mean, from a guy who is in Entombed A.D, you might know something about how to create killer, sick, filthy Swedish guitar tones. So highly recommend these. I'm absolutely going to use these because here's the thing. They're a time saver, right? That's the thing that people forget sometimes is, oh, why would I buy these if I can just get it for free? It's just saving your time, right? So if you're coming home from work Friday and you just want to write a song and you have an idea and you want a Swedish guitar tone, well, Neural Amp Modeler is free. So why don't you just go to the guy who does it professionally, has put out a preset pack, and just write your music instead of spending 2 days trying to create the tone yourself, right? Because you're, saving time, more music writing. Okay, so I'm very happy to have had a look at these on the channel. Thank you again to Ron for bringing these to my attention and shooting them my way so I could have a look. I'm very happy with them, and I think my song in the mix speaks for itself. They sound fantastic. They sound great in the mix, and if you want some dirty chug Swedish sound, couldn't be any easier to get them. All right, thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.